Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at The Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for the month of February. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. Libra, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge from now until the end of February is the Death. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Swords upright, okay? Now, let's get into your reading. Let's talk about your challenge for the month of February. Now, in February, you have the Death. Now, of course, your seventh house ruler, Mars, is retrograde, okay, which is going to affect your partnerships. It's going to affect, depending on where Mars is situated in your astrological chart. Either way, there's a transformation that's taking place for you at this time with the Death, okay? So either relationships coming to an end or, situation in your home life. There's something here that's closing out for you. Doesn't have to be a bad thing. It is a challenging time because something here is coming to an end for you, okay? There is a transformation that's happening. Your biggest challenge here is to embrace the new, to embrace a new way of living, a new reality, a new direction in your life. And we're going to talk about the Death card and why it's showing up as your challenge when we clarify in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Lovers, you have the Temperance, and you have the Chariot. So in the recent past with the Lovers, I do strongly feel that there was a very strong connection here between you and a specific person here in the past. I do feel like this is love, okay? But something was taking very long to develop here, okay? Something was taking a very long time, and you just wanted this situation to move forward. That's what you may have felt, right, in the past. Like, I just want this to move forward. I don't want to waste any more time here. We're going to see why this is showing up for you in the recent past, and we're going to get more information on that in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the King of Swords, you have the Magician, you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is not the greatest card. When I see it show up in somebody's reading, I'm like, I don't like it, So the Seven of Swords here, I do strongly feel has a lot to do with the fact that somebody here is not appreciative of you, or you're not appreciative of them. And the King of Swords is here, and it says, I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. So there's something here about decision making that needs to be made. Some of you in the present moment feel like you're manifesting something here with the Magician. It could be manifesting a better outcome, a better situation, because right now in the present moment, the Seven of Swords doesn't look great. I really want to clarify it and see why that's showing up for you, but there's an important message here about that, okay? And we're going to talk about it in a moment. In the near future, you have the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Fool, and you have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like in the near future, there is going to be a choice or a decision. Choice, decision, same thing. Choice or decision in regards to your independence, your financial situation, and how you want to have a new beginning, because I feel like a new beginning is on the horizon for you. Sorry, my phone is ringing. So I'm like, where is it? I don't even know where it is, but it's making noise. Anyways, distraction, woo. Okay, in the near future, there's a choice or decision that needs to be made. Okay. And this choice or decision that you decide to make has a lot to do with A, a new beginning, and B, how you plan on dealing with your personal finances, your personal ability to take action, etc. We're going to find out more when we clarify. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. I think one of the things that you may not realize, and the Two of Cups, there's an opportunity here for things to change within your relationship. This has a lot to do with a relationship, reconciling, coming back together. I feel like there is an opportunity for things to get better within your relationship, but there is a power struggle. And there's a reason why the power struggle is happening. Again, that Mars retrograde is not the greatest for any of us, but particularly you, it's affecting you, especially when it comes to your partnerships, okay? So let's get into the reading. Let's see what's going on for you. So I'm going to clarify all the cards first, and then we'll go one by one and we'll see what's going on for you. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So work, that's the overall energy here. The overall energy here is that in order for something here to get better, it's gonna require you to put in the work, okay? So let's talk about your challenge. You have the Death. There's changes that are happening in your life, okay? They're very much unexpected changes, but needed. You have the Lovers, the Empress, and the Five of Wands. Your biggest challenge here is to recognize that there is a conflict. And that this conflict that's taking place, the reason why this conflict is taking place is because there's a need for change. Okay. Somebody, could be you or your person, somebody here is not open to change, or they don't like the fact that something here has changed, and it's creating some sort of conflict within your connection. I do strongly feel this has a lot to do with you, and it has a lot to do with the fact that something here is ending, changing, and it's been very difficult for you to adapt or to accept that these things are changing. So your challenge here is, instead of conflict, instead of being in this place of fear, instead of being in this place of passivity, there's a need to work on Eight of Pentacles. We just mentioned that. There's a need to work on how to come to a better understanding for you and your person in terms of what this new beginning looks like, because there is no doubt that there's a new beginning that's coming in. I know with Mars retrograding, it's, you know, it kind of pulls us all into this energy where we're like, okay, we know that something here needs to change, but we don't know exactly what that thing is, okay? But overall, there is conflict here about the fact that something here is changing or ending, and it has a lot to do with a relationship that you're involved in, okay? And your challenge is gonna be how to find the perfect way to resolve this situation without being at each other's throats. Okay, how can you and this person come to terms with the fact that you and them can actually create more of an understanding between one another to still have this love? Because I feel like there's a lot of love here between you and this person, but it's been very difficult for you and this person to be understanding of one another. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing here in terms of your challenge. Now let's talk about the recent past. Let's talk about the Lovers. So the Lovers here has a lot to do with a relationship, a connection that you're in. You have the Knight of Swords, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Three of Pentacles. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel here that there was a very strong energy here of cooperation, collaboration, Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. It's almost like you and this person were on fire. It's like, ooh, we love each other. This is great. Everything is great. I feel like you were making a lot of plans here in the recent past. Things started to maybe slow down for you and this person in the recent past with the Temperance. Some of you could have been dealing with a Sagittarius or a Gemini here in the past. You have the Three of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and you have the Eight of Wands. So yeah, there could have been some sort of communication here about, hey, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's take it easy. Let's start making plans for the future. Somebody here wanted to make, you know, maybe make plans for the future, maybe wanted to have children here in the past. It's almost like a big milestone. It's like, oh, let's do this bigger and better. And then, you know, somebody said here, you know, I think we should slow down. I don't want to overwhelm myself here in the past. And I feel like you and this person tried to do something great and extravagant here in the past, but something here could have created some sort of delays in the past. Okay, very ambitious energy here in the past. You have the Chariot as well. So in the past, there could have been a lot of movement here. Two of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things looked great between you and this person in the past. Lots of opportunities were presenting themselves, very strong connection here in the past. But at one point, I feel like you and this person may have needed to slow it down a little bit or reevaluate the situation here in the past, because somebody here was very ambitious. It's like, let's do more, let's do this bigger, let's do this better. And one of you could have said, hey, let's pump the brakes here, okay, in the past. But either way, it looked great here in the past. Now, in the present moment, I want to jump right into the Seven of Swords, but I'll wait to mention that. You have the King of Swords here, which I feel like is you. You are the King of Swords, so I feel like there's an important message here that you need to know. You have the Three of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands, and you have the Emperor. You want to know if you're going to be able to have a new beginning with this particular person that hurt you. There's some sort of painful situation, event that happened between you and a specific person, and you want to know if there's an opportunity to have a new beginning. A lot of you have been getting tarot readings, or you've been getting some sort of advice from a trusted friend because you want some sort of clarity on the situation. I do feel that there's been a lack of communication between you and this person. I do feel like you are going to have a new beginning with this person. They are going to present themselves to you if that's something that you are open to have, okay? There's a new beginning on the horizon for you if you're open to it. Magician, you're manifesting something here. Ace of Cups, you have the Chariot, and you have the Four of Cups. Some of you are entertaining somebody right now in love, but I feel like right now at this time, this person, you're trying to manifest an offer from this person. It could be new love that you are interested in because you have the Ace of Cups here. But I also feel this slight energy of rejection. Some of you feel rejected by this person and you don't really understand why this is happening, okay? It's not telling me why it's happening. I always recommend that if you want details to get a personal reading. But in the present moment, I do strongly feel with the Magician, you're trying to manifest new love, okay? And you're trying to move forward. Okay, you're trying to move forward from something here that's been bothering you. Okay, new love, by the way, is presenting itself here. That's what it's showing. Now, you also have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Hermit. You have the Ten of Pentacles, and you have the Magician. So again, the Magician's here twice. So a lot of you are manifesting, creating. You want something different. You don't want to be in this place of trust issues, feeling taken advantage of here. Ten of Pentacles and the Hermit. Some of you are still getting over the fact that somebody here took advantage of you. You're still getting over it, okay? And there's been a lot of this Hermit energy, really going within, trying to make sense of the situation, asking yourself why this is happening. And this has a lot to do with accepting the fact that, it's time to let go of the past. It's time to let go of the inconsistencies and the things that have been affecting you from the past, because there's new and bigger and better things that are coming into your life. But a lot of you are continuously clinging, okay, onto what has been instead of accepting what has been and moving on from it, okay? I do strongly feel that if something in your life didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, there's bigger and better opportunities that are going to be showing up for you. It's just a matter of you being willing to take that leap of faith and having that new beginning, okay? Now, something that's really great for you, Libra, you have the Fool, which means there is a new beginning that's coming in for you. We'll talk about that in a minute, but first I want to clarify the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is my independent card. It's my card of self-sufficiency. If you are somebody who has found it extremely difficult to be self-sufficient or be financially abundant and for things to work out for you the way that you want them to, there's going to be an opportunity for that. Hangman, the Tower, and the Ten of Swords. Here's what I'm going to warn you about. I'm going to warn you. It's a warning. It's a good thing, okay? You know why it's a good thing? Because you're gonna avoid wasting time, energy, and money by me telling you this. You're gonna be prepared, okay? I want you to be prepared. I want you to be ready for all the things that can show up in your life, okay? I don't want you living in fantasy land, Skittles, bubblegums, lollipops falling from the sky. We need to be realistic, right? We need to be down to earth and realistic about the information that we're providing here. So, the Nine of Pentacles is indicating that if you are in a position right now where, let's say you're doing very well financially, everything's great for you, you need to start putting money aside. You need to start being self-sufficient financially, okay? If you're watching this and you're somebody who's not doing well financially, you need to start taking and making the steps to do that, to become financially secure, okay? Because in the near future, I feel there's gonna be some delay, or there may be some sort of challenges, okay? Challenges that come in for you. And if you are financially well off, I feel like you're going to be able to roll through these challenges a lot easier than somebody who doesn't have that financial backing, okay? So stashing money, saving money is going to be really important, especially in the near future, especially as we get into March, because March is a very tight and gritty, it's a gritty month, okay? So I want you to be prepared for that. And it's going to be a choice. It's going to be a choice. It's going to be up to you. But that financial backing, and this may be confirmation for someone, financial backing is going to be really, really important for you. Okay. So make sure you're stashing your money away, or you have some sort of emergency fund in the near future. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Two of Pentacles, choice, decision, balancing things here in the near future. You have the King of Cups, you have the Seven of Cups, and you have the Ten of Wands. So in the near future, a very difficult situation that comes up for you, I feel like there's a choice or a decision that you have to make about it. Has a lot to do with responsibility. It has a lot to do with some situation in your life in the near future that is, Seven of Cups is like confusion, right? It's like trying to get clear on something. One of the things that I see here, there's a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They're going to come in and they're going to help you to make this decision. And again, I feel like this has a lot to do with being financially independent, being financially free. And again, if you're somebody who you're doing very well financially, it's great. It's amazing and it's great because you're going to be able to overcome the situation. Okay. Now, the Fool here is indicating that there is a new beginning. A lot of you are going to be headed and focused on a brand new beginning. You have the Four of Pentacles, and I was really thinking about the Four of Pentacles, and it's interesting it's showing up. You also have that Seven of Swords again, and you have the Page of Swords. You will have no other choice but to move into a new direction in the near future. And the reason why is because a lot of you continuously are holding on to something here that in reality isn't really good for you. I feel like there's something better out there. There's a better opportunity, better way of doing things. And I feel like it's going to have a lot to do with you taking a leap of faith in the near future. And this leap of faith that you are planning to take in the near future has a lot to do with letting go. I'm going to go back to your challenge. I know it's boring. Let's go back to your challenge. The Death. There's a change. And I think what this reading is indicating to you is that you need to be prepared for the changes. If you have all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed, you're going to be fine. But if you're somebody who hasn't done the work, and this is what we talked about, Libra, Eight of Pentacles, doing the work, okay, you will have to put in the work to make yourself more financially independent. If you're somebody who's financially reliant on other people, you need to become more financially independent. If you're somebody who you wait till the last minute to deal with your responsibilities, that is something that's going to show up in the near future. So as long as you're putting in the work and you're accepting the fact that something here needs to change, even though you are happily accepting the status quo, that is what is showing up for you in the month of February, okay? So this is what I have for you. It's a bit of a tight, tough, confusing reading, but I'm sure there's some sort of value in it, okay? If you really rewind and re-listen to the reading, okay? So let's get some advice for you. What is the advice for Libra? You have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Hangman, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So your biggest piece of advice here, okay, is to recognize when opportunity strikes, okay? The Ace of Pentacles is my opportunity card. It is literally there for the taking. The Hangman is here. Your biggest piece of advice is to recognize when an opportunity presents itself and then take action. If you are too passive on things, if you're too laid back, if you're constantly just going with the status quo and you're not seeking out new opportunities that are around you, that may pass you by. And a big part of your transition and a new beginning that's coming in is about you constantly being open to new opportunities, not just taking a passive role, not just sitting back and saying, oh, whatever, I'm going to let everything just go the way it needs to. This is about you being proactive in opportunities that present themselves, and also seeking and creating opportunities for yourself. This is going to be huge. It doesn't mean that you have to take action on it, but just be cognizant. Be cognizant of the opportunities that are around you, because hey, that might be the ticket that you need to have this new beginning, okay? So Libra, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. If you want a personal reading with me, all the details for that will be linked below. I want to thank you so much for tuning into this, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.